Do not believe for one moment that it is the end. Because the crushing of the grape is not the end of the grape. It is the transition from one era to the next. What I'm talking about is process. When I'm talking about crushing, I'm talking about process. I'm talking about submitting yourself to the process because that is respect. To commit yourself to the process means you respect the artistry of the calling. In the same year, the first time I made my first trip to the motherland, to the land of my ancestors, when I first got off the plane to hear the gentleman say in a deep African accent, "Welcome home," was absolutely staggering. And it was amazing because in that same year, I made my first trip to my spiritual ancestry, to Jerusalem. It was the first time these old West Virginia feet had walked down cobblestone streets and smelt bread baking early in the morning. Mud to stand and look around at the amphitheater, a natural amphitheater of mountains all around, just to see what was going on. I went into Temple Mount, which is now controlled not by the Jews, but the Muslims. And they told me to take off my shoes as I went in there, and I went inside the Temple Mount and had the experience of walking up into what would have been the holies of holies, only to find Abraham's rock, the place where he would offer up Isaac. And it was then that I realized that the Bible isn't wide, it's deep. That the same place that Abraham offers up Isaac is in the same area where Christ is to be crucified. So it's not about going from place to place, it's about digging deeper. So you stand in a contemporary place with a contemporary shovel and dig your way through the epistles.
Amen.
And dig your way into the prophets. And dig your way into the Old Testament. Because the history of our faith is in layers. I walked down to the Wailing Wall, where all the Jews go to pray. And the rabbis stand in front of the Wailing Wall and rock back and forth, placing their prayer requests into the crevices of the rock. And rocking back and forth. They rock back and forth. I asked the guide, why are they rocking back and forth? They said, because they believe that God is a moving God. And if you're going to come into his presence, you have to be moving in his presence, because God is always moving. He's always rocking. He's always doing. And I said, can I go? And with the women on one side and the men on the other, I came to the Wailing Wall and had the most amazing experience. I burst into tears. Because the Wailing Wall is the last remnant of Herod's temple.
God is a king. There's ways to make requests of a king. And there's ways to establish a kingdom on earth. But Jesus gave us the greatest secret in Matthew chapter 6. Is there death in heaven? Is there sickness in heaven? He already told you his will. The Bible says, do not be conformed to this world, but be ye therefore transformed by the renewing of your mind. Why? So that you would know. So that I know. It says the perfect, say perfect, good and acceptable will of God. Now here's the reality. Many of you don't know how to pray because you don't know the perfect, good and acceptable will. So now you're praying prayers of hope, not prayers of faith. Prayers of hope is if it's in your will, God. You should not pray not knowing if it's his will, for he has revealed the mysteries of his will. You want to know why you don't see answers to prayer? Because you don't know his will. You're saying, well, how can I know it? Have you read his word? 99% of Christians haven't read their Bible. And then they're mad at God because they're not seeing answers to their prayer. He's like, I can't answer that. Let me help you. God is a king. He's Lord. He's a Father. He's an authority. To a kingdom. There's ways to make requests of a king. And there's ways to establish a kingdom on earth. But Jesus gave us the greatest secret in Matthew chapter 6. When you pray, pray this way. Say this way. Our Father who is in heaven. Now first you must acknowledge who he is. Our Father. Which means if he's our Father, you have to come with the identification of a son. You can't come as an orphan. And he said, I will not leave you as orphans. For we have all received the spirit of adoption, wherefore we cry out, Abba, Father.
First, that means that you got to start telling your situation. I know what it looks like, but I know what God said first. And I'm hanging on to what God said first in the middle of what's taking place. I don't let the middle shake me. I remember what God said first. God said I was fearfully and wonderfully made. God said that I was going to make it to the other side. God said that his spirit would overtake me and it would show up right on time. I put the button. I put it first. I'm going to read my text and then I'm going to pray. I'm in Luke 2, verse 27. I'm going to read from the New King James Version. And I'm just going to let God have his way. So my text begins, it says, so he is Jesus and Simeon. So Jesus is just born to the Virgin Mary, and she is following the customs and rituals of that time, and she is presenting him in Jerusalem. They make it to Jerusalem, and they are presenting him to Simeon. And so he is Simeon, came by the Spirit into the temple. And when the parents brought in the child Jesus to do for him according to the custom of the law, he took him up in his arms and blessed God and said, Lord, now you are letting your servant depart in peace according to your word. For my eyes have seen your...
If you got it, it ain't a question. Oh, it ain't no one for guessing. No more than emotionally invested. Showing you all my imperfections. Oh, if I hit you, don't take me for granted. Yeah. If I'm worth more than you could manage. Yeah.
All right, you guys. Good morning. I know I am looking rough. So, hello, fit chicks and fit beauties. The plan for today is I'm on the way to go do fasted cardio. I gave y'all a little glimpse of my morning motivation, my morning spiritualness, because some days I wake up in the morning in a little bad way. So I've been trying to train myself to wake up with immediate, like, boosting my spirituality so that I don't even give myself time to get it, like, deep into that way. So I wanted to start sharing you guys some of the videos that I watch between, you know, T.D. Jakes, Sarah Jakes Roberts, his daughter. I watch Pastor Michael Todd, and then a couple of different motivational videos. But I usually like to just listen to pastors because, baby, I need to hear the word. And a lot of them, like what I've been hearing a lot lately is about reading the Bible. Now, I always really haven't got into reading the Bible because, baby, I just feel like it's a lot to understand. But that's another one of my goals, to actually start reading the Bible. I had actually just ran across this Instagram page that had like a month of March reading the Bible, and it's starting in Proverbs. So first, we got to get a Bible because I have a digital one, but I would rather have it in physical form, the King James Version, of course, because, hey, you know, everybody starts somewhere. Like, with my spirituality, I feel like everybody's connection to God is different. And I noticed that, like, when I'm deep into my spirituality, like, I'm literally, like, so on track, nothing could come my way. Now, when I start to pray here and there and not pray as consistently, things start to change. So I'm starting to see the patterns, and it's time to clean it up, my Lord, okay? So please forgive me for my absence. Your girl is trying to get it together, okay? I'm about to go do fasted cardio. I'm gonna get some footage for my Instagram, and then I'm going to come home. I can't decide if I'm about to come home and take these out, wash my hair, and go to a braid shop and get these redone, because I got the back part sewn in, and I actually want to keep the back part, but the front part is a little old, and of course I have too much edge, like just too many edges. Like, the edges is not doing it for me. The way I sweat, that's just not gonna do it for me. So I'm about to take my scoop of Oxyshred, and then I'll take the other scoop when I get to the Jimmy Jim. Because, you know, we got to get it for the Instagrammers. For people who watch me on YouTube but don't really watch me on Instagram. I feel like I have two different crowds. But that's okay. Yeah, so my fasted cardio is not about to last long. It's probably about to be about 30 to 45 minutes at the max. And the crazy thing is, I put on this jacket because y'all saw I was wetting my hair and I didn't want it to be everywhere. Then I came outside and it was cold. But with that being said, when I wake up in the morning, the first thing I do is praise the Lord. Now that I'm in my car, I get a little ratchet because I need to get turned up before it's time for me to go run these sprints. So my plan is to run sprints, then do a couple of circuits with a barbell. And then, yeah, like, keep it simple, keep it cute, keep it fun. Hopefully, Eddie is here to do it with me. I'm 10 minutes behind, so I hope he haven't started. So let me hurry up and get there so I can get it done with Eddie. All right, be back in a sec, y'all. Alright, y'all. 10, y'all. I got Eddie to do cardio with me. Alright, y'all. Finally made it home. Hair is a mess. So I stopped by. I got the camera going everywhere, y'all. Just disregard. So I stopped by HEB. Because at this point, the cookie dough and the Biscoff butter is not working in my favor. Like, don't get me wrong, y'all. It's good as HE double hockey stick. But, the amount that I want is like 400 calories. Like, I never want the regular size serving. Like, who wants a regular size serving? So I went and grabbed what I know that will literally curb my little sweet tooth and still get the job done, because I literally could eat all 4 of these and it'd be like this much of the cookie dough and the Biscoff butter, maybe even less. So I got the chocolate chip cookie dough by Yasso. I got the fudge brownie one, and then I got the sea salt caramel boom. And then, of course, I got me some whipped cream. Because, baby, I love whipped cream. So, my goal is to, like, chop it up, put it in a bowl, put a little whipped cream on top. And that's going to literally be, like, so much less than what I use on the cookie dough. Like I came to my conclusion yesterday that it's time to get a cookie dough up. Alright, y'all. So now it's time to make breakfast. Oh, I think I cracked this damn egg. I cracked it, y'all. Damn, I put it down too hard. So now it's time to make breakfast. So let's look what we have prepared. And then I'm definitely not going to get my hair done today. So my plan is to text my braid lady and see if she could put me in the schedule tomorrow. So I'm going to go work out, do cardio in the morning, and now I'll come home and figure out like what I'm going to do with this. Because I need it smaller. I need less of this out. Baby, it's just too much. Alright, so what I got on the menu? Egg, of course. Turkey bacon, of course. Mozzarella cheese, of course. Egg whites, of course. And a russet potato. Alright, y'all. So, while I'm cooking this, I just want to discuss with y'all a little bit what I came up with. Okay, so, I came up with me a plan. Y'all just bear with me with how I got the camera moving. Because I'm going to be all over this kitchen. So I came up with me a plan to basically just get myself together. So one thing that I've noticed, I feel like I just talked about this on my Instagram literally just a couple seconds ago. I feel like one thing that I noticed is like most of my journey when I first started was literally like geared towards staying in the house, head down, staying focused. So I hardly ever learned like how to balance going out and trying to stay on track. And it's not that when you lock in, you can't go out and have fun. It's just that, like, if you know that you have goals, you don't just go out and pig out all the time. Because literally, that's what I do. I go out and I go crazy. No judgment zone. But, so my thing is, like, my first initial step was, okay, I'm going to go out. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to drink. I'm going to cut out all sweets. Like, right, like, that's always my first instinct. And I always have to remind myself, like, that's never healthy, because once you bring it back in, then your body has to like readjust to everything that you just took out. So my goal for March is to go enjoy myself, but always keep what I'm trying to do, my self-discipline in mind. So that's the goal. Like, my goal is not to like lock myself in the house, because I noticed that if I'm in the house and bored, I'm more likely to make decisions that don't align to my goals versus if I go out and hang out with people and socialize a little bit. So my goals was to basically drink a gallon and a half of water, aim to get 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day, stick to my macros as much as possible. And when I say stick to my macros, like, I already have like my logs already prepared. And so what I mean by that is like not even think about tracking, because you like when it comes to tracking, you don't want tracking to become a hassle, or you don't want tracking to become like a barrier. So if you already have your food ready, then all you have to do is eat it. Like, just eat it. Like, if you already prep it in advance, have it already prepared, then it's easier to just stick to what you had already planned. So that's another thing that I'm trying to focus on. And just so happen, if it's a day that comes that I don't, hit that all the way, or I maybe go out, enjoy myself a little bit, have a little meal outside of what I've tracked, that's fine. Return to base. And I feel like that's a lot of things that, like, early on in my journey, I rarely did that. Like, I rarely ate out. I cooked everything. I really didn't go out as much. Like, really, most of my college, I pretty much stayed in the house sticking to my goals. And don't get me wrong, it's got me far. But, like, now that I'm getting older, I have more friends. I have more socializing groups. And all that means is, yes, done, you can go out and enjoy yourself. And you can go out and eat certain things. But always have a return to base strategy. Keep your goals in mind while you out. And just don't make it like an often thing where you go out and have like 6, 7, 8, 9 drinks. Because when I go out and I'm having a good time, baby, let me tell you, 5 lemon drops me, please, Charlotte Dunn, Julio, and Neho, then I'm sick the next day. So another thing that I noticed is I do not like the next day and I wake up feeling like trash. So even in Mexico, y'all, I did not get drunk because I don't like the feeling of getting drunk. So at first, when I used to see posts on Instagram, they'll say, eat things because of how it make you feel, not because, like eat stuff because of how makes you feel. So, like, yeah, you might be having a moment where you feeling down, you feeling emotional. Like yesterday, I had me a little moment where I was feeling emotional. So, of course, my comfort place is eating. So, I ate some ice cream. And let me tell y'all what happened. As soon as I ate the ice cream, I literally was on the toilet for an hour. Because my body is not, like, don't get me wrong, I eat ice cream, but I don't eat Bluebell. I eat Yasso. So your body responds to stuff different ways. And once you start making decisions that ultimately make you feel better, it literally, like, turns out so much better. And it's like, yeah, you can eat whatever you want and eat like what you feel like will make you feel better, but then at the same time your body will respond in a way that makes you feel like that wasn't the right decision. So yeah, that's my TED Talk. And so of course I'm still sticking to my routine, 3 full body workouts a week and 2 45-minute cardio sessions. If I do another session like tomorrow on Saturday, I'm going to do another session where I do cardio. It's just for fun. It's just to keep my body moving. More so hammering in my head that I'm not working out to look a certain way. I'm working out because I can. Because at any given second, you can wake up and not be able to work out, and that's no fun. Like, that's like, it's a blessing to be able to move your body as such. And I noticed that the more I put my mindset in a place that I want to be, a healthier mindset, a healthier view, a more positive view of my journey, I feel like it will help me change. And another thing that my client just brought to my attention, I'm finna stop using if and when. So when I hit my goals, talk to me nice. Purr. So, alright y'all, I'm about to finish making this breakfast. So quickly, I'm finna be, y'all know I've been using this HEB uncurd. Use the uncurd. That curd turkey bacon is not what's up. Like, it don't even taste good. I'm not even messing around, y'all. It don't taste good. And put it in a skillet and fry it hard. You fry it hard, baby, let me tell you, it's gonna be so good. I like to fry mine hard to where, like, it look like my papa made it. That's how hard I be wanting to fry it. I'm gonna read out my March goals, and I want to see if any of you guys are interested in joining me. So March fitness goals, okay. Okay, so I wrote them out. Complete 1.5 gallon of water daily. And literally, if you want to follow this with me, I literally encourage you to hop on the train with me. And it's more so not necessarily trying to be like extra about it. It's more so just creating discipline. Like, I feel like this type of schedule is easier for me to stick to long term, not just for a month just to get right and get tight, and then the next month I'm not doing it no more. And I feel like even if you're a busy person, this is also doable. So number 1 is to complete 1.5 gallon of water. Number 2 is to complete 3 full body workouts. So you're only working out 3 times a week. The cardio is optional. As long as you keep your nutrition in check, you don't really have to do excessive amounts of cardio. I like to do cardio because it just makes me feel good, and your girl like to sweat, period. So 3 full body workouts. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is my schedule. So you find 3 days out the week that you know works. And I know like time is a big thing as to why people don't work out. But 10 minutes is better than no minutes at all. So if you could get in, get like a 25-minute workout in, 30-minute workout in, it could be any day out the week. Schedule it, show up, and show out. So then my third one is complete 45 minutes to 1 hour of cardio on Tuesdays and Thursdays. That is the minimum. So if I don't do cardio on Saturday, I don't do cardio on Sunday, that's fine. So that's also optional. So number 4 is to hit my macros daily. Pre-log, have everything done. And since I just told y'all about that Pillsbury, stick to your log. If you want something sweet, make sure it makes sense for your macros. In other words, baby, this right here in my Pillsbury is something I need to start having every now and then, because it really don't make no sense how I'm taking up 400 calories for that literally don't even keep me full. Like, I'd rather swap it out for something like the Yasso bars. And you know, sometimes you have to just start making changes that make sense. Like, it just literally makes sense. Number 5 is to aim for 8,000 to 10,000 steps a day. And number 6 is to stay positive. Remember, discipline will be key. Discipline and consistency. So that's pretty much, and I feel like that's doable. So if you join it and you hopping on the train, comment below that you hopping on the train with me. And if you literally need to figure out your caloric deficit so that you can start this plan, you know, start this challenge with me. It's like a little mini challenge, not an excessive challenge. I know it's dark right here. It's a little mini challenge, not excessive. And if you need your caloric deficit calculated to do this little challenge with me, I'm going to leave the link below in the details for you to purchase, y'all. For $25, you can get your caloric deficit calculated and a healthy snack list to get you started. So, with that being said, I'm finna show y'all my breakfast, and then we finna close out this little mini vlog. I know y'all just spent just much time with me. I just want to start giving more videos of me just chit-chatting, sharing with y'all what's up, my daily activities, because really that's just about it. I just go work out, come home, do work, eat, sleep, repeat. So, alright, you guys, so here is breakfast. I put about 5 ounces of a russet potato. It's at the bottom. 8 ounces of egg whites, 1 regular egg, 18 grams of mozzarella cheese, and 2 slices of turkey bacon. That really didn't, the first slice didn't make it too far. So this is breakfast. I will put the macros below so you can make it exact as is, or you can adjust it to make it more reasonable for you. Because for some people, it's a lot of food. But for a girl like me, baby, this ain't nothing, okay? So for everybody who watched to the end of the video, I want to give away like a really small prize that I feel like will help a lot of people, especially if you're interested in doing the March challenge with me. So if you watch all the way to the end, here it is. So I'm going to be giving our nutrition plans, which includes your customized macros, your customized caloric deficit, and a healthy snack list for $15. $15. Now follow the rules, because you have to follow the rules in order to get the nutrition plan. This is for everybody who's watching. Anybody that follow the rules can get it for $15. So what you're going to do is email me or message me on Instagram. You can DM me on Instagram at @TheDonElizabeth, or you can email me. I'm going to be watching my emails literally all day, giving away the nutrition plans for $15, because I want everybody to go ahead and get started, get on track. Like if you start today, you'll be surprised at how much you could do in a couple of months, in a couple of weeks. Within 4 weeks, you will see a difference if you be consistent. So the rules is, number 1, message me on either Instagram, DM me at @TheDonElizabeth, or email me at DawnSmith, DawnSmithJY61 with the word nutrition ready. Once you do that, I will send you the link and I will walk you through the process, and I'm literally giving it back to you within a 2-day turnaround. So by Sunday, you'll be ready to have all your stuff ready to get started. So come Monday, you ready to start. So once again, DM me at @TheDonElizabeth or email me DawnSmithJY61 I will leave my Instagram and my email below. So just in case you didn't get it all, remember, message me on Instagram at @TheDonElizabeth or email me at DawnSmithJY61 with the words nutrition ready, and I will walk you through the process. This offer expires by Monday. So if you don't send it in by Monday, what's Monday date? This offer expires on Monday. So with that being said, thank y'all for watching to the end of me rambling and rumbling, and I hope y'all are joining this March challenge with me. I know we'll be like 3 days in, but it don't matter when you start. Where you start is never where you finish. It's a lifestyle change. We're on the journey together. And with that being said, y'all already know the drill. Come back and message your girl. Peace out.